Hey guys, big day tomorrow. So Apple's event is finally happening. Before then, I do have quite a bit of news and a lot of things I wanted to share with you in this video. Prefacing, I just want to say I'm sorry if I'm talking a little weird. So I had quite an accident yesterday. I know those stupid scooters in the new downtown areas, had to go try them out. Ate complete and I shattered my tooth in on the pavement. So that was pretty bad. I had that fixed today. It's still kind of, I don't know. But yeah, just forgive me about that. Anyways, so let's start off with iOS 12.1. Tomorrow, Apple has officially confirmed that iOS 12.1 is coming, and they highlighted some of the biggest changes listed in iOS 12.1. Of course, I will post a full review before the release tomorrow, and it's going to be a very significant upgrade. Performance-wise, not a lot, but there are many changes and features, and as a little recap, iOS 12.1 does fix the beauty gate issue on the iPhone XS phones. So that's where multiple exposures were being combined and the iPhone was choosing the wrong one. And Apple has fixed that and made the iPhone select the correct one. So that fuzz should be gone now in iOS 12.1. Also, group FaceTime is making a comeback, up to 32 people FaceTiming together. eSIM will be enabled for the first time ever. So if you want to travel, if you want to have two phone numbers on one iPhone, you will be able to do that now. There's of course new emojis. So if you guys were getting some question marks sent to you, you will finally be able to see what those are. And there's over 70 new ones, as well as a lot of older ones that have been fixed and have been making the news. So that's cool. I'm really excited for that one. More ways to express yourself in emoji form is always kind of fun. Now again, in an iOS 12.1 beta, a glyph has been found revealing Apple's new iPad design. And this is it. It's a high resolution version of the older one that we saw, and it does confirm that full screen display on the iPad now, no home button. Face ID isn't exactly confirmed by this, but of course without a home button, you will be getting that. And besides, all the rumors have pointed to that. So that new iPad is going to be released tomorrow. This was found by developer Rambo once again and shared by 9to5Mac. So really cool to get a look, an early preview at that. Also, a lot of exciting news has broke regarding the Apple Pencil 2. So Vania Geskin has shared this tweet here, giving us an insight of tomorrow and the new Apple Pencil 2. So he starts off by saying it will be a new design. So instead of having this silver band up here, which maybe to some looks a little tacky, it's going to be more of a flush, even design. So even possibly a little bit cleaner. I think it might be a little bit smaller even, and there's going to be a whole host of new changes. I honestly didn't see this happening. By the way, and this is completely unrelated to this, but someone had a great idea before, is that on the back, someone should put an eraser on the Apple Pencil. So when you flip it over, you can easily just wipe away, some text, some drawing that you may have drew on the screen, and that would be a really great functionality. Hopefully Apple adds something like that, but not confirmed. Anyways, what is confirmed is that the new Apple Pencil will actually attach magnetically to the side of the iPad. You'll be able to stow it like that, probably without a case even. So the magnets might have been upgraded inside of this thing and on the side of the iPad to allow for that to happen. There will be a new charging method. I'm guessing some sort of little docking station on your desk that you'd be able to just pop it in and charge it. Or it's very possible that there may be magnetic induction charging. Just by putting it on the side of the iPad, this thing will begin to charge and stay charged. So that's very likely, but not rumored. Earlier rumors also did suggest that there will be a new pairing method. So just by placing this thing next to the iPad, you'll use that new W2 chip, possibly a new version W3 tomorrow. We'll see, to pair instantly to the iPad, because honestly, the pairing process was kind of, a pain. You'd have to connect it, pair it through Bluetooth. This way, it'll be so much easier, so much more elegant. Even though I already really like this thing, Apple is going to continue to make it better. Also, there will be tap and swipe gestures on the side of the Apple Pencil. So this will have some sort of pad, possibly on the full length of the pencil, where you'll be able to tap and swipe. And according to this, you'll actually be able to change certain things in the drawing tools, the thickness or opacity of your drawing tools. That's very, very cool. So Vania Geskin does say that this will happen, and then developer Rambo does confirm that code within iOS 12.1 beta does confirm that those functionalities are coming to the Apple Pencil. So this thing is going to get really, really smart, and I don't use it as much as I should. I'm not very artistic, don't really use it for much, but if you are, this certainly will be getting even better. Basically, according to his tweet, by sliding your finger across the side of the pencil, you'll be able to change the properties of the drawing tool. And I think that'll be a very, very handy and convenient tool. Nice twist on the Apple Pencil. And a very exciting thought, the new iPad is actually designed ground up for iOS 13. So the new no bezel display, the new gestures, this thing is just screaming for a crazy new revamp, new update with iOS 13. We're supposed to be getting that. It's supposed to be iPad focused, a redesigned home screen, new functionality, new multitasking panes, new windows, stuff like that, according to Bloomberg. So we'll see if that happens, and hopefully that translates over to the new iPhone, because how are they any different from this new iPad? Very similar design redesign. So hopefully iOS 13 crosses over to the iPhone and it's a huge redesign as well. And wow, guys, just wow, I wanted to share this concept with you from Victor Kadar. This guy is a major new player in the concept game and his stuff is simply top notch. This is Apple quality renders for you. Now he shared this on his Behance page in collaboration with iMagazine, and I wanted to share them with you. This is the new Mac Mini concept. It's a slimmed down version with a ton of new ports on the back. Whether or not something like this is even possible in such a small form factor, we'll definitely see tomorrow, but wow, this really makes your mouth drool for something so small but yet so capable and so versatile with all those ports. So take a look at that, enjoy it, and maybe Apple will even outdo this tomorrow. We'll definitely see. And to go with this, just look at that new display. I've been waiting for an Apple branded display for too long, far too long. I wanted to get the old one, then I got the LG 5K display. That one looks so antiquated, just old, and this thing, oh my gosh, it looks so good. I'd assume this would be a 5K display, possibly 8K if Apple really wants to future-proof it, but wow, what a companion. And presumably this would be the display to use with the new Mac Pro being released in 2019, so one can hope that Apple releases something even as close to this. And to go along with that, there's this keyboard here. So this is a touch bar infused keyboard without the number pad, something I've definitely always wanted from Apple. They don't make this in the black, but in the black with the touchpad on top, what a combo. Simply stunning. So hopefully Apple does release this. Just simply a top-notch, best technology available from Apple keyboard to use with my iMac or the future Mac Pro. And a couple things about the iPhone XR. iFixit has released their official teardown of this guy, and inside we can find a battery very similar to older devices. In fact, they said this is the best possible hybrid between an iPhone 10 and an iPhone 8. This is, in their words, what happened to the missing iPhone 9. So Apple took technology from the older and the new iPhones and combined them in this price savings combination. So it looks really cool. Very nice to see that hybrid design inside. Take a look in the description if you guys want to check that out. And something I didn't even notice is that on the back of the iPhone XR, the Lightning port is now misaligned. Apple is doing something strange with the bottom of their phones. The symmetry is just no longer there. Before, it was actually known that almost every single iPhone had a completely symmetrical ports. And now for the first time ever on the iPhone XR, that is no longer the case. So this is because the LCD is thicker than an OLED panel and they had to compromise and push that down a little. I mean, it never really bothered me until I looked at it, but the Lightning port certainly is out of place there, matching Android phones now. But even so, there's still more uniformity here than most Android phones. Oh, and by the way, I'm giving away the iPhone XR, I promise, the broken one at the end of this video just for the heck of it, so stay tuned for the winner. And something that kind of makes me sad is that new iPhones, people just aren't excited for them anymore. That fire is no longer there. And I remember back in the day, you know, when iPhones were receiving such huge upgrades, which at the time didn't seem to be such a big upgrade, but by today's standards, wow, we were getting larger displays every couple of years and so on. So from the 4S to the 5 was probably the most exciting jump ever in an iPhone, and this research firm basically does prove that. In terms of search results online, so the amount of people searching for the new phones has gradually gone down over the years, and honestly that does kind of make me sad, even though it is inevitable. Most phones just cannot evolve at the same pace that they did before. So from the old days, you know, we had so much change, now not so much, and it's going to stay like that and gradually decline even more so over time. But I think there's certainly room to improve in battery life, in internals, screen technology, even materials used on the phones. So we'll be seeing less revolutionary changes, more evolutionary changes as time goes on. But yeah, in general, people are just getting less and less excited for new iPhones. And remember guys, the event tomorrow for the new iPads and the MacBooks is happening on the East Coast. So it's going to be happening 3 hours earlier than usual in your time zone. For me in Pacific Standard, instead of 10 a.m., it's going to be 7 a.m. So do watch out for that. And then supposedly at 10 a.m., iOS 12.1 is releasing. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's go ahead and draw that winner for the yellow iPhone XR. And I just wanted to say thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the events tomorrow. Peace. Okay, and here it is. So this is the broken iPhone XR from the drop test. This is the one that I didn't have Apple Care, and I literally have Apple Care on all of them. I don't know why I chose this one. The color got me excited. It does still work, so whoever is getting this, you know, all you need to do is pretty much replace the display, and then maybe put a skin on the back or a case. I would not recommend actually replacing this thing. And you'll be, I think, as good as new here. So still perfectly working. Just another giveaway, why not? And I already selected all the comments, loaded them. Let's go ahead and pick that winner. Here we go. And randomly pick winner. 1, 2, 3. So what's going on here? Okay. And great video, thumbs up. I love the 10R video. Lena Rai. Let's go ahead and check your channel out. Looks like you've won my giveaway, so I'll be contacting you to give that away here shortly. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. I'll be doing a giveaway for the XS Max here relatively soon. Peace.